Okay, it looks like we're back. I figured out the awful, hideous audio settings that somehow all changed and went away when I did my when I just simply restarted my computer yesterday. So I apologize for that, folks. Um, Anybody on here, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. I go back and start showing some of these numbers again, but I want to make sure it's working. According to all my settings, it is. And it says that I have one viewer right now, so I'll just keep going. You know, you live by the tech and you die by the tech. All right, Carlos says it's working. Ready to rock and roll. I'm home today because my truck went boink. I got a little, went to put it in drive last night and it just wobbled. There's a little rubber connection where it hits the linkage and it wore out. So it's in the shop today and I'm stuck at home. So what's going on? Thanks, Mary. No fear, no thrill. It works. Great. Great. I'll get in and clean up that mess later. Here we go. Here's the numbers. The monthly average sales price for Phoenix is right here, 509,000. Compared to last year, look at this, 391,000. That is a 31% difference. When I get up here and I look at the national news here from Redfin, the median sales price is up 22% over a year ago. You can see how it just went climbing up this year. And Chandler is number 8 nationally. Now we get down to housing supply, and this is no shock to anybody, right? Up, down, and then a crash. Down we go. Homes sold above list price, an average of 48.9. Homes with price drops nationally, 7.2%. Those price drops you're seeing are because people just thought their house was worth way too much. Tell us about the ring. This, oh, I will in a minute. It's not football, trust me. That number is even wilder here in Arizona. We are more like, instead of 48.9% over list price, we're 70. And the hottest markets for home selling above list is Gilbert. You can't go to Gilbert, Chandler, many places in Phoenix, and think you're going to offer them the list price. Impossible. Especially, and it's across the board in all prices right now. So when you look at the Cromford CMI right now, see how these numbers are in red? That's kind of what you want to see. But it means that the numbers are showing that it's shifting away from the advantage of sellers ever so slowly and going towards buyers. But we're not going to see a bounce market till we get to 100. So, we just said Gilbert was pretty hot and it's still at 525. So it's down 13%. That's good. But boom, 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 boom. It's going to take a while to get there. We go to the Cromford Index here and let's go look at Gilbert and see what's going on. What's with their prices? See that spike up? Boom, boom, boom. These past 3 months have been unbelievable. Average of 545.50 compared to last year, 411. And we could click here and go city by city, but the story is the same just about anywhere we go. If we want to go to Maricopa, I know I get asked about Maricopa quite a bit. 324 compared to 249. Let's do Paradise Valley. Holy cow, look at that. Dropped a little bit, 3.4 million compared to last year of 2.7. Line up, get them while they're here. Buckeye's going crazy. They have been going crazy since about March. Straight up. Average of 401 compared to last year to 282. So what does this all mean? Well, according to Redfin, Carlos wants to see Queen Creek. According to Redfin, the CEO, he said, I don't see it ending anytime soon. He says, not even into 2022. He said, it's going to become a major affordability problem. But he said, it's going to take a while for this to shake out. This is a real paradigm shift in housing. But what goes up must come down. We just don't know when we're going to see down. And by seeing down, are we going to see it gradually? Or are we going to see it happen fast? Can't happen fast unless we see that inventory number spike up. So now let's take a look at Queen Creek. They are sitting here at an average of 449 compared to last year at 345. Pros and cons of buying land and developing looking near Prescott. Besides high lumber, hopefully costs come down. We're expecting lumber prices to come down. I haven't looked at the futures market on that. It's affecting house prices by about $25,000. And now we've got copper prices going up. I really don't know what the pros and cons are of building versus resale in Prescott. I know that there is a severe inventory shortage in the city of Prescott that's probably even worse than here. I just don't have access to their numbers like I do this market. It's a very popular area, and if you can find land and build, great. But there's still a labor shortage out there too. It's going to be tough. No fear, no thrill. 11, 11, 11. Okay, I don't know what that means. El Mirage, you are sitting at 312 compared to last year at 240. When I look at and I encourage you to go to Redfin too, because it's a nice thing to take a peek at and look at the different cities. You can pull up Chandler here and see exactly what's going on. Here's the demand, saying 85, very competitive. They measure it differently than the Comfort Index. I don't know what Agent Insights is. Oh, okay. This is see schools, transportation, trends, recent sales. So you can kind of get analysis paralysis here, but the bottom line is, things are tight. Carlos, there's a shortage of everything right now. Even this problem with fuel that they had on the East Coast is causing shipping problems again. So it's a interesting time that we're in. Let me take a look right now while I've got you on here, and let's pull up and see what our inventory was. 5,215 this morning, last time I checked. And so let me show you, let's take a look and see what's going on. Not that it changes that much, but let me refresh this. I'm going to go to a quick search here and pull up. We were 5,200, 5,220. So we had about 10 more listings come up since this morning. So that's a low number for a Saturday. It'll be even lower on Monday. Now, some of the things that I think that could change. Yeah, I'm worried that the federal government's going to come out and try to put more programs in for first-time home buyers. And it reminds me of Cash for Clunkers. They came in and bought our old cars, and they created a used car shortage. If you start adding more fuel to make it easier for people to buy homes, you're going to add more shortage to the market. I think, and they haven't called and asked me this yet, but what if we just had some incentives? Let's say we want a year and a half for investors to say, hey, you know what? No capital gains, sell your properties. We're 23% investor owned here in Phoenix. Put your properties on the market. If you're a baby boomer and you want to sell and you've got over $500,000 in capital gains, because the cap for a married couple is $500,000. Let's say you got $700,000 capital gains. Give everybody a capital gains holiday in housing for a year and a half. You will start seeing more homes come on the market and inventory come up. Buyers will increase. There'll be more buyers out there, but we will have a Comfort Index that'll probably be about 90. And you're going to solve it without government intervention coming in and scooping up all the available houses we got. Vote for me. I'm not running. Raising capital gains tax will give them incentives to sell their rental properties. Could be, or they may wait. If you raise capital gains and you weren't planning on selling in the next couple of years anyway, this is more incentive to just wait it out. There's been a lot of talk about that if you see something that comes on, it's going to cost you money. If you sell now, you're not selling now, especially if you don't see property prices coming down anytime soon. I think you're going to hang in for the next Congress that may not come in and change it. So that decision is going to be made a couple of years down the road. So let's say they get that capital gains increase now in 2021, and you weren't really thinking of selling. Well, now, are you going to sell now before it goes into effect, or are you going to wait and see if there's a change in 2022? If whoever has Congress changes hands, I think you're going to wait. Now, if you wait and they don't change hands, then you're kind of stuck. You're gonna have to hang on to it or sell it and bite the bullet. So, but I think Tax policy always steers real estate in many, many different ways, and it's going to be an interesting legislative season to watch. And I think we're going to get answers for that pretty soon. So either approach could have an impact, and you guys know what number to look at. Something happens, it's hard to predict what's going to make inventory come up. But if we see inventory come up, then it's easy to go back and see why. So once we started seeing inventory coming up, if you're a seller and you see these early indicators, you're still going to be able to get in and sell while prices are going up, because inventory is going to start creeping up. You're going to see the trend. You can get in and sell before things level out, because the average Joe Schmo out there isn't going to know anything about inventory coming up. And it's going to take 3 to 5 months before it starts hitting the newspapers, the press, the web. So you'll get an opportunity to sell. What's this ring? I got this from work in 1989, if you can believe it. I sold a lot of bread in Seattle, and I got awarded this ring. I just haven't changed it. So that's the ring mystery. So everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for chiming in and joining me, and thanks for telling me this mic wasn't working. Now I know I'll have a better Monday. Take care, everybody.